What we're looking at today is composition of functions, and this is actually a continuation from the last video, which was about operations on functions. A composition of functions is basically when we take a function and apply it to another one, okay? And the way that we write that down, if we have two functions f and g, we can say g of f of x, or we can put this g with the open circle f. And this is something that's a lot easier to understand when we actually do an example. So let's try that. So let's say, for example, that we have f of x, which is 2x minus 3, and we have g of x, which is 5x. And I want you to find this. G of f of x. What I'm really asking you to do is this. Okay, so instead of having g of x, I'm replacing that x there with my value of f of x, so an entire thing. So what does that look like when I actually substitute it into my function g? It looks like this. 5 times by x, it's not x anymore, it's 2x minus 3. So I have applied f to g. What does that equal? I need to do my distribution here. So I end up with 10x minus 15. And that's my final answer. So the composite function, g of f of x, is 10x minus 15. And what you're going to notice here is that whenever we do a composition of functions, same as when we did operations on functions, what we get out of this is another function. Okay? Let's take a look at another example. Let's say f of x is negative x plus 1, and g of x is 2x squared. So I'm asking you to find f of g of x. Okay, f of g of x. So what is that really asking? It's asking this. F of g of x is equal to 2x squared. So what I'm going to do is, in this function f, right here, wherever I have an x, I'm going to replace it with a 2x squared. So what does that look like? It looks like this. Negative 2x squared plus 1. So let's simplify that a little bit. F of g of x is equal to a negative 2x squared plus 1. So same thing again. Whenever we do a composition of functions, whenever we find our composite function, the answer is a function. Okay, that's why we can call it a composite function, because it is a function. It will always be that case. So just to summarize our last two videos, anytime we do an operation on more than one function, so if we do an operation like adding or subtracting functions, or if we do a composition of functions, our answer will be another function.